fun.
Yeah, we've been having a great time.
At the moment, being here at the convention center, it's overwhelming. You're going to turn a corner and you have no idea what you're about to see.
People's reactions to this stuff is really where it's at. You know, I mean, it's not the art itself, it's the reaction, how these people understand it and how they perceive it. Some people don't understand, they laugh. Some people, you know, laugh because they understand. Some people, you know, it's all over the place.
I've seen quite a bit of good art, and I've seen quite a bit of not so good art. So, yeah, it's just my opinion now.
Town is absolutely flooded with art fairs and artists and people who are interested in art, and I think that's a wonderful sign because it's really marking and telling about the direction a culture is headed by the way that the arts are supported.
I think that people look forward to going to Miami, Europeans in particular, because it was a kind of a great, you know, few days out of the winter. So it was partly a kind of, a fun time and partly a time to kind of be serious about art.
It's kind of getting bigger and bigger. Everybody's starting to show their stuff, you know. Just a lot of people, a lot of artists. I think it's getting a little too crowded.
Coming to a fair like this, there's so much going on. You see things that you've obviously seen many times before, and that makes it, you know, not as original, but I think it's also the space that can change it.
Like I said, there's like a lot of stuff that I would consider crap here. It's selling for $5,000, $10,000, but obviously somebody out there thinks it's good. I guess it really is just in the eye of the beholder.
Art's an activity whereby we make sense of the world. I mean, the media defines who we are in the world we live in, and art is another form of mediated information. So basically the way I see it, to make art is to basically take part in the culture. It's taking part in culture. It's an activity that locks you in and makes you part of the reality we live in.
I think that art is a language and it's a means of communication, and it is not medium specific, and I don't even think it's context specific. I think it's however you want to frame it. It's framing life in a way in which we can question it.
If you look at it and you like it, it's good. That's why I think it doesn't have to be cheap or it doesn't have to be expensive. It's just how you take it in.
He might get it, he might not get it, but it's really what it is to you. It's just how it affects you. It's not anything. Art isn't anything. Art is a completely selfish thing, which is great, you know, because, you know, like, you don't make art for anybody else. You make it for yourself.
Art for me is just something that moves me, that makes me think, that makes me learn. For it to mean something, it has to really speak about what's going on, because that piece will be remembered throughout history.
Art that's always a difficult question because different people define different ways. Some people will say, oh, this is my work of art, and other people say, no, that's your math homework. There's definitely such thing as bad art, but it just changes with whoever's looking at it.